My smoking hot wife was naked on my bed, and my penis shriveled up and shrank away in shame. It failed me in the worst way imaginable, right when I needed it most. "What just happened?" my beautiful wife asked, confused. "I must be tired," I mumbled, wishing the floor would swallow me up. She looked at me and she gave me a kind of half smile. You know, like the kind of smile people give you when they try to keep it positive, but deep down they think you're pathetic and feel sorry for you. Then she walked out, leaving me alone on the bed with a tightness in my throat, feeling like a failure of a man. How I'd wanted to pleasure her so bad right then, and for sure, how she wanted it too. She looked so hot, lying naked on the bed, and yet when it came to it, I couldn't perform. I failed us both miserably. I couldn't give my wife what she wanted, what she needed. She'd usually help me out if I was losing my erection, but this time she didn't. She knew there was no hope. The shame and embarrassment destroyed my confidence, but even worse, my ED took me to the brink of divorce and almost tore my family and my entire life apart. Our marriage had always been awesome, with plenty of good, wholesome sex. Sure, there were ups and downs, but I never had any problem getting erections. But the last few years, I couldn't get hard as I used to, and my penis even felt smaller than before. Until one night, I couldn't get hard at all. The most embarrassing and humiliating incident that reduced me to a shell of the man I once was, plunging me into the dark depths of self-doubt, despair, and anguish. You're probably wondering why the heck I'd ever share this deeply personal and painful story with you. Well, it's because I found out that 95% of what men are told about ED is despicable lies. My agonizing episode with ED forced me on a journey that ultimately caused me to discover the untold truth as well as the shocking lies and myths promoted by the pharma industry about men and their erections. You see, when it comes to ED, it's not about your age. Did anyone tell you that ED happens because you're getting older? Pardon my French, but that's BS. In a minute, I'll show you how a 75-year-old man is enjoying the thickest, firmest erections of his life and bringing his young wife to a shuddering, pulsating climax over and over every time he wants to, and how you can too. ED is not in your mind. It's absolutely nothing to do with psychological reasons, which is something doctors say when they have no idea what's going on. And I'll tell you how one drunk doctor accidentally revealed this shocking truth to me one night. And it's not treated with ED drugs or weird testosterone treatments. Taking these dangerous synthetic drugs, which can trigger sudden heart attacks, blindness, and strokes, is no different to using a Band-Aid to fix a broken leg. Let's face it, each time you pop an ED pill, it's like playing Russian roulette with a loaded .45 Magnum pointed at your head. Just take a look at this. ED pills have killed thousands of men with unexpected heart attacks. According to a study published in the science journal Cell, Viagra can cause platelets in the blood to clump together, increasing your risk of a deadly stroke. 1 in 30 men who take ED pills suffer from vision problems. Nearly a quarter suffer from debilitating migraines. You could take an ED pill and trigger a sudden heart attack or stroke one day with no indications it's about to happen. What's more, these pills do nothing to treat the root cause of ED, and in fact, they even make it worse, forcing you to become dependent on them just to get semi-hard, which as we know is a great way for the pharma companies to put their hand right in your wallet and help themselves to as much of your hard-earned cash as they like. And don't get me started on deadly testosterone gels and injections, treatments that we know now are proven to be linked to multiple cases of stroke, heart attack, and liver failure. The ED industry itself is worth over $5 billion, and they care more about their money than they do about you. Believe me, Big Pharma is laughing all the way to the bank at your expense. The top executives all live in huge mansions with gyms, heated pools, and jacuzzis, all because you don't know about this penis hardening secret I'm about to reveal. It's a good old racket set up to make as much money as they can. And here's the thing about ED. It's not your fault, and you're not alone. Nearly 50% of men over 40 suffer from ED, and that number is increasing rapidly. I'll tell you how I got out of my ED black hole and get naturally hard, bulging, thick erections on command in just a minute. And the good news is you need nothing more than a homemade 60-second tonic mix that reverses the root cause of ED and stiffens your penis in minutes. There's another future that awaits you. That's the one where you click below, get your hard erection back for good with the Hardwood Tonic System. When you get started with this unique blueprint, it can actually expand your erectile tissue, restoring your size to the youthful and vigorous big manhood of your younger years. It's time to do the right thing for you and your partner by clicking the button below. If you have any more questions, I'll do my best to answer them here. Does the Hardwood Tonic System really work? This system gets nearly all the guys who follow it better erections. Of course, results vary according to the condition you're in, the medications you take, and the length of time you've had ED. Some men will get better results than others, but nearly every man who gives it a go will experience an improvement in erections. This improvement alone is worth at least 50 times what you invest today. How does the 90-day money-back guarantee work? From the moment you order, you'll have a full 3 months to trial this system. It'll work for almost any man, but if ever you're not satisfied or if it's not for you, feel free to contact our friendly customer service team and we will happily refund your order in full within 48 hours. You'll be attended to by a real person who cares about your satisfaction and is eager to help. What if my ED is psychological? In Vegas, we met a doctor who, after a few too many drinks, blurted out that he would tell younger men that their ED was psychological to get rid of them. And the good news is, the Hardwood Tonic System includes methods that put you in a better state of mind, including one visualization trick which helps you overcome performance anxiety. Other methods reduce stress and anxiety and can boost your mood, all helpful for erections. Is my order secure and anonymous? The order process is encrypted with the same technology that Amazon and online banks use to keep your details safe. Nobody needs to know you've signed up with the Hardwood Tonic as it's completely anonymous and secure. It'll be your secret weapon to getting those hard, frequent, and long-lasting erections. What do I have to do next? All that remains is for you to click the order button below and proceed to the next step. You'll fill in the details on the next screen, which looks like this. Once you've done that, you'll get instant access to your full Hardwood Tonic system for boosting your erection hardness, so you can perform again like you could during your younger years. Remember those times? Get ready to enjoy them again, except this time, you'll have all the experience. You gotta admit, it makes perfect sense to give this a try. Click below and get started with the Hardwood Tonic system, and I'll see you there.